All right, next up, we have a serial entrepreneur who finds himself needing better technology to improve his business. Here to share his very own story is Henry Kaminski from Unique Designz, and with him, Nick Carnevale, who is a business sales specialist at the Microsoft store. Can we get a big round of applause for these guys? Nice to see you both.
How are you?
Doing great. How excited are you about those bundles?
I'm really excited. I can't wait to share them with my customers. So
yeah, no,
ready to go.
They're pretty good. So Nick, we'll kick things off with you. You know, I've been working with Microsoft for a number of years now, and one thing I know about the associates at the Microsoft store is how passionate you are, not just about the brand, but about helping small business owners. So can you tell us a little bit about your background and how you got started working with the Microsoft store?
Great, I'd love to. So I've been working in technology and consumer electronics for a while, and I was traveling domestically for work, and I noticed there's a bunch of Microsoft stores cropping up. And finally I decided, let me stop by one. So I actually went to a local store in Wayne, New Jersey, Willowbrook Mall, met some of the staff there, and had a great experience, just like any consumer, any business customer. And I inquired, I had a friend who actually worked for Microsoft, and I reached out to him and said, what do you guys do for business? Is there any kind of role where I can get involved? And he recommended that I inquire about the business sales specialist role, and about a year and a half later, here I am.
Well, we're so excited to have you, and we really appreciate you supporting small businesses, because that's what this is all about.
Great.
All right, so Henry, I want to turn over to you. You have now been working, you started your company, Unique Designz, 10 years ago, a full decade. I'm sure it probably seems like 30 years, but 10 years. So tell us a story about how you became an entrepreneur, and also a little bit more about your business, Unique Designz.
Sure, so Unique Designz started in 2006, and it started out as a little boutique graphic design business, which now morphed into and matured into a boutique branding agency, and we help entrepreneurs brand their businesses, get more exposure, monetize their businesses online. So with all that, back in the day, I remember, I was working on a laptop like that, doing long hours, and I didn't even have enough money. I was on a shoestring budget, and I literally designed with my finger because I couldn't afford a mouse, like one of those external mouses.
So you're like MacGyver, and you're piecing together something for a mouse.
It was annoying as hell, but anyway, we got through it, and the business was actually doing pretty well. And then 2008 hit, economic crisis. I saw the business start to go down a little bit. And next thing you know, we get hit with Hurricane Sandy, and it wipes out two of my biggest clients. And I really I didn't know what to do. And eventually I wind up negative $2,500 in my bank account, and I'm scrambling now. And I'm just spending money, and I can't figure out what to do. So I finally find this coach, and I pull out the hefty old Amex. I go and I invest 10 grand in him that I did not have, and he helped me and coached me and got me to the point where within 16 months I was $500K in revenue. And I immediately knew at that point I needed to level up my brand and level up my technology, and thank God for Nick.
I love that, and I love the fact that you mentioned that you're investing in your business, because there's a big difference between spending and investing. And when I think about these bundles that we just talked about, that's very much an investment in your business. So I love the fact that you pointed that out. Let's go into our Back to the Future car and time travel. Would you like to time travel with me? All right, so let's talk about your technology before you found the Microsoft store. I know you sort of jerry-rigged a mouse and whatnot, but what kind of devices and software and the like were you using?
So I learned graphic design actually on a PC. When people say, you're a graphic designer, they right away think I'm this Mac guy. And I was like, no, I just love the simplicity of PC, and I was using a lot of outdated software, hardware, as Nick knew. Yep. And I said, I need to get into 2012 and 13 and start using technology that's up to date, so I can be more efficient, I can provide more value to my clients, and provide the quality, the reliability that they're expecting.
And is that one of your big issues, was the time?
Yes. Huge. What used to take me 40 minutes to accomplish now takes me 10. And that is a game changer.
Absolutely. So Nick, I want to turn to you. Okay. As a business sales specialist, your role is to find the best technology solutions for your different small business customers. Mm-hmm. And we know every small business owner has their unique issues and opportunities with their business. So how do you look at a client like Henry or one of the other small businesses out there and find that right technology solution for their business?
So unique companies like Unique Designz, pun intended, have interesting issues. Henry was using older operating systems, older hardware, and he came to me and he said, I need to learn about this Windows 10 thing. I need to be more productive. I need to save some time. And he came to the Microsoft store, and he's one of the type of customers I love to work with because he's passionate about his business. He wants to learn about new technology.
He's passionate about his business. I didn't get. Did you guys get that from him at all?
I think we got that, right? I think that's apparent. But the best part was he wanted a trusted advisor, and that's what everyone who works at the Microsoft store, myself included, we want to work with business owners. We want to find the right solution, recommend the right solution, and after meeting with him and figuring things out, I think we did that. We did that for you.
I can tell you, immediately when I walked in the store, I was greeted by Nick, and I just felt like he understood my needs, my challenges, and he was like a buddy, and that was huge for me. The trust was there, the credibility was there because he knew what he was talking about, and he wanted to point me in the right direction, and that's what I was looking for. So I, honest to God, attribute a lot of my recent success to Nick because he's helped me level up my business to an insane level.
Accelerate your business. That's what we did.
That's it.
There you go.
And Nick, expect your phone to be ringing off the hook tomorrow morning.
It's fine. That's fine. It works for me.
So Henry, since you've made these improvements in the technology, one of the things you alluded to was, it saved you a lot of time. Can you talk about some of these specific benefits, including the time benefit for your business?
Sure. So the software is they were talking about Office 365. I mean, it's amazing. Again, the things that used to take me 40, 50 minutes are now taking me half the time. The quicker I can provide that value and get my clients what they need, the quicker they can start making money, right? And so that was my biggest thing is, how can I serve them at the highest level that's efficient and reliable? Because I remember the one time I turned the computer on and there was like a blank screen and I freaked. So I called Nick at like 7 in the morning and I'm like, Nick, I don't know what's going on, but you need to fix this and you need to fix this now.
Power cycle.
Yeah.
And sure enough, within minutes, he was able to diagnose the problem, get me up and running, and all I said was, I could not imagine if I was on tech support for 6 hours, how much money I probably would have lost. And it drove me nuts. So for him to be that on the ball and that quick to help me out, huge.
All right, so you've got peace of mind. You obviously save time with the downtime. What about just the time of having the most up-to-date computer, the one that doesn't have the jerry-rigged mouse? Sure. Is that important to you?
Speed and automation. That is the key in 2016. How quickly can you get it done? Our attention spans now are like 3 seconds. So if I can't grab your attention that quick, they're on to the next brand. They're on to the next consumer company. So I have to have that speed and automation.
Nick, I want to talk a little bit about the Microsoft store. Microsoft has made such a commitment to small business, and now in the store, we have these Accelerate Your Business zones. Mm-hmm. We have these fantastic bundles, but I think that a lot of entrepreneurs and consumers think of the Microsoft store as, I go there to purchase the new version of Office 365, or like my husband thinks of it to go get his new Xbox One and all of his video games and the like. But can you talk a little bit more about the commitment to small business and what that means in terms of the stores?
Absolutely. Well, don't forget, we are a great place to enjoy Xbox and play some video games.
And if you see my husband, please send him home. Thank you.
Yeah. So don't forget that. But to help small businesses, Microsoft has decided to work with small to medium businesses and like your company, Unique Designz, was a micro business, I guess, when we met. So and now for the first time ever, the customers are able to have that direct relationship with Microsoft, which, as you said, the quote you exactly was a huge thing for you. So that's one part of it. So that's part of the value proposition we offer small business customers. Second, we also have answer desk services. I can't take all the credit for figuring out your computer. You've been in the store a number of times, had some minor issues. We have a great staff of service advisors that are there, and they can recommend solutions. They can do PC tune-ups. They can do a lot of things. They're an amazing group, and that's part of it too. So that's the second one. And last but not least, and third, we're part of Microsoft's DNA is our dedication to the community, and part of that is part of our store plan. So we work and play in our local communities. We get involved in the community. I know you've attended some of the events we had at our stores. We do outreach, things like that. We want to be part of where we work, live, and play at the Microsoft store.
I'll tell you, as an entrepreneur, it's great to go to these networking, these events at because it's a great networking event. I'm meeting other business owners, and it was phenomenal. I met some great people.
Already today we did that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that that's so important because so many small business owners, whether you own a restaurant or a dry cleaner or even do brand management, you're working in your local communities. So to be able to have Microsoft Store be a hub for that and just have such a commitment to small business is really exciting. So thanks for that. All right, so it's time to turn to some questions, and we actually have a question from the audience. Will you please stand, state your name and where you're from, and your question?
Hi, Jack Sensky. I'm originally from Long Beach, California. First thing is I want to thank everyone for being here. This is an awesome experience, not only for everyone here, but I'm sure everyone tuning in, so thank you. Two parts to the question. Part one is, what is the most exciting part about you owning your own business? And part two, just kind of touching on something earlier, there was some ups and downs in everyone's business, ups and downs in everyone's life. Any advice you can give when you face the downs? What was the biggest turnaround for you, and any advice you can give to everyone else?
Great question, dude. So one of my great friends gave me this wristband, and the wristband says, "Remember why you started." And I'll share a quick little story with you. So when I was about 5 years old, my mom used to walk around and tell all her girlfriends that I was her miracle baby. And she said, "It took me 16 years to have this kid. He's a miracle baby." And I swore that it took 16 years to conceive a child. So I was like, wow, that is some dedication. Needless to say, it took my parents 16 years to actually have me. And when I was about 2 years old, I had this medical condition that I almost died. And when my parents told me this question, I'm sorry, when they told me this story, I felt like, wow, I am really here on borrowed time. And I am going to make the best out of my life I possibly can. And being able to be an entrepreneur and to inspire and create and help them get the results that they're looking for, that's what keeps me going.
Henry, thank you. What a beautiful story, and I think that resonates with so many entrepreneurs, small business owners. You guys are the backbone of our economy. You're often underappreciated, and it's so nice to have companies like Microsoft and Dell who are supporting your vision, your passion, and thank you so much for being willing to share that. It's really, can we get a round of applause for Henry and sharing that? All right, so I'm going to lighten things up a moment, if you don't mind. I want to come back to your guys, your thoughts about these packages, because these three Accelerate Your Business packages are really exciting to me, whether it's the Essentials, the Plus, or the Premium. To have the devices, to have the support, to have the training, the security, the same thing that the Fortune 50 gets from two names that everybody trusts, Microsoft and Dell, two of the biggest, most forward-thinking technology companies on the planet and beyond. To me, it's just this is the first time that small business owners really can compete on the same playing field. Nick, having these in the store, what are your thoughts about this?
Oh, these are great products. I mean, these are premium high-end products from the good, better, best scenario. And the really cool thing is, as you mentioned, now that micro business, the smallest customers now can have the same product that these huge companies that we're surrounded by here in New York City have. So it really gives our customers, our small business customers, many more options. The Microsoft Store has a lot of different products. I'm really excited to get on this Accelerate Your Business plan. And as we mentioned before, it's the budget behind them. You can be on the same playing field without really breaking the bank and spending a lot of money.
Cash flow.
Henry, you are our resident entrepreneur here.
Yeah.
how do you feel about these?
The security, the reliability, just the support, right? I want to be able to spend my time, because that is our most valuable asset, on my clients. I don't want to worry about tech issues. That's it. So to have this kind of support and security and just like high-powered machinery and software, game changer.
Awesome. All right, since we're all so excited, do you think we should give some of these away? Definitely. Should we have, you guys, anybody in the audience interested in being one of our raffle winners? All right, we have Peter from the Microsoft store who's handing over our raffle winners. And since the theme here is simplicity, we're going to make this really easy for you. If you are one of our winners, whether you are here or watching online, you don't have to do anything. We will come find you. So let's give a big round of applause, and hold the applause till I answer or mention all three. The Business Essentials, the winner is Joe Egan from Access Point Inc., the Business Plus, Mark Myers from Myers Holem Inc., and the Business Premium to Ann Kukic from Workplace Impact. All right, a big round of applause for our winners. And since we are giving away the applause as well, let's get one more round of applause, first for Nick and Henry, but also for Naisha, Brian, and Nate. A big round of applause for everybody. And I want to mention that if you just cannot get enough of me and want to get some more great tips for your small business, well, join us on the season premiere of Office Small Business Academy, which is coming up, I can't believe it, this Tuesday, which is September 27th. You're going to be able to learn social media secrets from amazing guests. We have the Associate Director of Strategy and Social Media from Inc., Stephanie Myers, and the co-founder and chief experience officer of Loot Crate, Matt Aravallo, which is the fastest growing private company in America, and he did a lot of that with social. So you're going to definitely want to learn from that. And we're going to teach you how to improve your web presence in 5 simple steps and get tips to grow and engage your community, which I know every small business owner wants to do. So it's free, but you have to register. So don't wait, go do this right now, register now. Office.com/smallbusinessacademy. That is office.com/smallbusinessacademy, and that is next Tuesday, September 27th. Well, guys, we have to leave it there for today. I want to thank everybody who came out today, whether you're here in the store or you're watching online. Thank you for taking the time to work on your business. We really, really appreciate it. I'm Carol Roth on behalf of Microsoft and our guests. Thank you again for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.